Today, I will be explaining the new and improved version of Backrooms level 974, the famous Kitty's House level. Now, I've already read through the page before doing this video, and I can say for 100% fact, this is the best Kitty's House level of all time. You'll see what I mean if you stick around for the explanation. There's no more intro for this. It's amazing. Wow, let's just get into it. Level 974 of the Backrooms has gone over many changes over the last 4 years. Rewrites, edits, and all that have plagued its existence. But over the past several months, a giant edit to keep the page updated and refreshed has taken place. And a longtime friend and Discord member named Andro has kept me in the loop throughout the entire process as he co-wrote and co-did this new thing. And now here we are, the level is done. This is the new and improved level 974. Let's do it. Level 974 has been given a class 0 difficulty rating and is safe, secure, and devoid of any harmful creatures. It looks to be a moderately sized house area with a notably pink theme in its decorations and designs. Throughout the house, you will notice that there aren't many doors at all, and specifically there are no doors leading to the outside area. The only way you can see beyond the walls is through the windows that can show what's out there. As for what the windows actually are, they seem to just look out to artwork that depicts whatever an outside area would look like. For example, it could be an artwork of the sky, or of the field, or of water, or anything like that. As far as we know, there is no actual exterior. These are just fake paintings. An important note is that these paintings, along with all the other decorations and everything else in this level, has a noticeable pastel, whimsical, childlike theme and design. The house itself is slightly different for everybody who comes here at every point in time. There are subtle variations in layout and designs that can be noticed if you come multiple times. These variations could be simple things like extra cooking utensils like a spatula or something, or the pictures on the walls could be in a different place, or the plushes on the ground could be in a different place, and other small details that really don't matter. Essentially, everything is different anytime you come here, but only slightly. The level can be explored by multiple wanderers at once, although this situation is rare. If you want to go to explore Kitty's house with your friends, the way to do that is by holding some sort of cute item. This could be a plush, a pillow, a painting, a picture, anything that you could perceive as cute, and you might have an option of being sent here. If you want to come here with your friends, you have to all be holding a piece of that cute thing, and then you all have the chance to be sent here. Usually though, there are multiple people exploring the level, they're just in different iterations of it, all of which look slightly different. While you explore Kitty's house, most wanderers will experience memories from their childhood. They'll often get feelings of nostalgia and longing for the simple times. In fact, exploring this level at all leaves most people feeling like they're in some sort of fever dream, some sort of nostalgia trip. All these memories and your childhood experiences will be on your mind. You'll feel safe and like you can rest here. Due to the relatively small size of the level, it just being inside of a house, there are only a few rooms that can be explored. And the layout is as follows. I've gone ahead and constructed this house design plan thing so you could get an easy understanding. There's a master bedroom, a guest bedroom, 2 bathrooms, a living room, and a kitchen, and a dining room area. There are only a few rooms in the house that are fully furnished with decorations and other furnitures, those being the living and dining room, as well as the guest bedroom. The rest of these rooms are plain with minimal decorations and minimal things of note. Plumbing and other electrical functions are completely normal inside of level 974. And on top of that, there's actually a strong Wi-Fi connection here as well, so you can get on the internet and do whatever you want. It's recommended that you take advantage of this when coming here because you're at level 974 and there's not much besides death past this level. All of the amenities in this level have been proved to be safe. There's no dangerous monster on the Wi-Fi, there's no bad effects to drinking the water, none of that stuff is bad. The wall colors inside of this house are the distinctive Baker Miller pink color, and the decorations that you might see in the level are usually filled with childhood mascot brands like Mario, My Little Pony, Hello Kitty, Ben 10, things of this nature. It's like you traveled back in time to 2010 or something and you were inside your own bedroom. That's how the entire level feels, and oftentimes it changes its layout to better suit you and your memories. In the kitchen of Kitty's house, many consumable items can be found. Things like greasy marshmallows and other snacks are there as well, and in the fridge you might find water and drinks, as well as the pantry, playing home to more snacks. The food is always in good condition and isn't spoiled or anything, and it's been proven to be safe to consume as it never expires. If you take a bag of chips from the pantry, if you take a drink from the refrigerator, it will eventually replace itself via an unknown means, which technically means you could stay here forever, but I'll talk about that later. The longer a person stays inside this house, the lesser that the nutrition in that food I just mentioned will be, because eventually everything will become nothing but sugary, sweet things. This is a unique attribute only found in this level from what I can understand, and it really only happens if you stay for like months at a time. The food will become so not nutritious that it'll just be like sugar and syrup, which again plays into the childhood themes of the level. While inside the kitchen area specifically in this house, a wanderer might smell things that resemble meals being cooked from their childhood. Usually these are just olfactory hallucinations from your nose making stuff up, but on rare occasions, after smelling a childhood meal, people have claimed to see the food appear on a countertop right by them. These are rare though, and it might not always happen. It is unknown how the level knows how to do that or who is cooking the food. So like for me personally, a really nostalgic meal would be the brownie smell being baked in the summertime. That's what I experienced as a kid, and if I came to this level and that happened, I probably wouldn't leave. The kitchen's decor is in the same style as the rest of the level as well, and it is one of the other few furnished rooms. The cabinets are stocked, the decorations are there. It looks like a kitchen that a kid would create. The other real room of note is the regular bedroom, not the master bedroom, the regular one. Inside of this place, there is a small twin-sized bed and a ton of decorations and other things on the walls and floors. Stacks of plushies can also be seen here as well, and the dresser can be stocked with clothes that kind of resemble something you would wear, maybe from your childhood. Everything here is cute, or what could be considered to be cute. Inside this guest room, across from the bed, is another one of the main points of the level. There lies a desk with an old computer sitting on top of it. Now at first, this might not seem like much, because the computer looks just normal, but indeed it is very enigmatic in its own right. It's one of those dinosaur computers, one of the really fat ones that looks like it has Windows 95 on it, and there's also an old keyboard and mouse there as well. If you turn on the computer and go to the login screen, you will see two profiles that you can choose from. That's the owner and the guest. The password to the owner profile is not known to this day. We cannot crack the code, so the profile you have to use if you want to get on it has to be the guest. Once you click the guest profile, you'll be sent to the desktop of the PC, where there are several programs that you might be able to use, but 3 of them are very important. Those are the internet, mail, and the dream sleep program. Now, using the mail program, you can actually directly chat and talk to people who are in other versions of the Kitty's House level. Remember how I said at the beginning that it's rare that people come to your own version together, and usually everybody gets sent out to their own version, their slightly different version. But with this PC, you can talk to all those people via the mail, like a big old chat room or something. Pretty neat. The email app also will automatically send each user that opens it a notification with a message that has information on the entity that resides in the level. It's like it's sending you an update, kinda, and the email talks about Kitty, the entity, like this. Greetings, Wanderer. This is an automated message I have coded that you will receive upon the boot up of any technological device capable of running the internet in this level. I understand you may be confused or even distressed upon finding yourself in an unfamiliar level, but do not fret, for you are currently in level 974, or Kitty's House, as it's often referred to. I have graciously compiled a list of questions that you may have below. I ask that you read them before going any further. How did I get here? At some point during your endless wandering, you came across something cute, and as a result, you woke up here after taking it with you. What makes something cute is subjective though, isn't it? Well, here it doesn't matter. What matters is Kitty finds it cute, and now whatever you found belongs to it. Who is Kitty, you might ask? Do not worry, I will gladly tell you. Who is Kitty? Do not panic. Kitty may be an entity, but it is no ordinary entity. Instead of devouring or killing you, it simply wishes to observe you and to take the offering you inadvertently brought to it. Kitty is that shadow that stalks you through the halls. Kitty is that dark presence just within your view that watches you while you sleep, and is your new friend that welcomes you to stay as long as you'd like. Be sure to remember that you are its guest, and you must treat your generous host with the utmost respect. But do not disrespect Kitty or its home, clean up after yourself, and try not to scream too loudly when it sneaks up behind you. What does Kitty do? Aside from watching you and somehow restocking the fridge and pantries, it is currently unknown what Kitty does or is capable of doing. How do I leave? Long-term stay is ill-advised due to the lack of any real real food available here. Over time, sanity starts to deplete, and the food all starts to turn into sugary food that cannot be sustained off of. As mentioned before, you must give Kitty the cute item you brought with you if you plan on leaving. Just hold it out and call for it. Here, kitty, 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 and it will take your offering. The next time you fall asleep, you will find yourself somewhere just as safe. So yeah, that email pretty much explains everything. I don't know what I'm doing here. That did it all for me. Anyways, the internet program is the third program of use on this PC. It's pretty similar to the regular internet from our reality, but most of the searches here when you look up stuff are redacted or not available. And if it comes up with answers, they're usually very vague and they don't really help. And finally, the Dream Sleep app is the most enigmatic feature of this computer because it displays kind of a loading screen with a bright and vibrant screen itself once you click on it. Once this loading screen is done, the screen will then show a message that says, quote, "Your dreams are ready, sleep to start." After you see this message, you can crawl over in the bed next to you and then go to sleep, and you will wake up in the sublevel 974.1. This is the only way to enter the sublevel by doing those steps I just described. I'll explain the sublevel in another video. This one might be getting too long, but that's how you do it. You also need to note that you can sleep in this bed, or any bed here, before opening that app, and it said that the bed will increase melatonin production in your body and thus lead to an extremely deep and thorough sleep. So essentially, this level is very safe to be on, just you can't stay forever because the food will stop being healthy eventually. Of course, like I said, the only entity here is Kitty, who I just described in that email thing, but you all know and love this creature. It's been described many times, but if you're new here or if you don't know, it is a 3.2 meter tall humanoid creature with lanky body parts. The skin of the entity is a matte black and almost has a fabric texture. It has no face or anything of note. It is just a giant, skinny humanoid. Kitty seems to enjoy just watching things from a distance. When it moves, it does so quickly and smoothly, and it almost kind of scares people. But like that email said, don't scream too loud or you might get kicked out. As of right now, the entity has not been hostile in any way, although if you're aggressive or whatever, you might have to leave. Or it might force you to leave. In order to enter the level, you have to do exactly what the email said, and you have to find something that is considered cute by the entity, who will automatically bring you here. And then to leave, you have to give the entity that thing that you had in order to get your ticket out. But that's pretty much it for this level. It is a small house, a safe place to be, with an entity that you all know and love, and some other strange and enigmatic features that can keep you here longer, but not for too long. This is the new and updated version of the level, and personally, I think it's a banger. You know, I think it's great. I think it kind of has the 2021 Backrooms vibe that I miss, but it's also expanded in more ways than it used to be. It was kind of short back in the day. Now there's enough lore and stuff to where it's really unique. I think they did a fantastic job. This is probably what I consider to be the perfect rewrite. So hopefully you all enjoyed the level. If you did enjoy, I'm going to go over more rewritten levels that are, you know, old levels. Let me know. I'd love to. Comment if you think this is a banger. I think it is. But with all that said, that was the famous level 974. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.